I'm just going to wait for it to actually go live and for everybody to come in. Or some people to come in, or at least just Shandy to come in, you know. Happy Samhain, everyone. Or Halloween. Kind of depends, doesn't it? Ah, there you are. Okay, now there's people here. Here I am. Hello. That's all right, Shandy. Even if it's just us, it doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't matter. Even if it's just us, we'll be okay. I'm sure we'll survive. Won't we? So we're in the spare bedroom. And the reason we're in the spare bedroom is there's fireworks going off everywhere at the moment outside. It's very loud. It's very annoying because they're like big bangers. It's Samhain, not bonfire night. Thank you. So like I don't get that. But yeah, there's a lot going off. Thank you, Shandy. So I'm kind of just like, well, I thought we'd take the spare room. So that's what I've done. It's not complete yet. There's still a few tools in it and stuff, but it's okay. It'll do for now. You know. Yeah, there's some big bangers. They are though. Like dogs are scared. So you see, it sounds like we're saying boobies, but we're not. We are talking about the fireworks that are constantly going off outside. Anyway, I do have the Ouija board set up, and I've got my Ouija coin here. That's so fun, but it's just fun, you know. And I have the spirit box as well, but I'm not. I know that. I know that. I'm on my phone, so it don't work as well, I don't think, on the phone as what it does when you're on a laptop and such. So I'm just going to do the best that I can do while we're on the phone. So everybody knows. I know you're talking about tits, Shandy. It's okay to say that on my channel. I don't have any intentions of becoming monetized, so it doesn't really matter, does it? um. Oh, thanks. I'm so glad. Thank you, Tamsin. That's lovely. I am actually. You can see that the outfit does match the stuff. It's not something like I don't just when I go all out, I go all out. I go all out. But anyway, as we know, Halloween is celebrated like all over, like everywhere, yeah. But it was Samhain. It wasn't Halloween. They stole it and turned it into Halloween, you see. And the thing is, as well, is that it wasn't really about trick or treating at first. If we go right back to the days where it was brought up in hoodoo and things, you'll find it was about contacting your dead ancestors. They're giving them gifts to receive blessings for the future ahead, for a good winter, because winter in those times become very hard, you know. It wasn't like now. You've got to remember that. It was hard for them to get by. So the idea was this was a time they could offer things to their ancestors, call upon their ancestors, have them come and give them blessings. Of course, there are some traditions that say yes, they would soak their clothes in urine, and there's a lot of speculation about the soaking of clothes in urine. It was done. In my beliefs, it was done to keep the fae away. They didn't like the smell of it. But in other traditions, it was just done as a general cleaner, and I can appreciate that. it probably was. It was probably used in both ways in different parts of the world. It's like in hoodoo, for example. Even today, the spells of hoodoo require you to do not do this. Do not do this ever. Do not repeat anything that I say. Don't go home and try to do it, please. Don't do it. But they would bathe in urine, and it was a very good cleanser and protector against bad spirits, evil energies. Of course, we don't do that now. At one point, they used ammonia instead. Something else not to do, okay? It's very dangerous. Don't do that. But times went on and they changed things, obviously, as they always do. And now there are commercially based products that you can just buy that supposedly do the same as the older traditions. However, when it comes to things like this, it's not necessarily what we are using, but how our mind works, isn't it? It's the power of the mind, the power of suggestion, and the power of belief. And it really is that simple, And a lot of people, it can take them quite a while to get that. It's like, so you're saying if I truly believe it and I truly put things out there, right, it will happen for me. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Oh, hello, it's so good to see you. Hi. I'm so glad you can make it. But I was brought up quite differently. So, who's tampon, Shandy? What the hell are you doing? Eh? I was brought up differently. The way I was brought up was in a family coven. Family covens can go one or two ways. Um, you may find some that are okay, but usually, I mean, I don't know. See, I'll just speak for myself because it's easier that way. Mine was very conditioned. I was very conditioned. I'm still conditioned. Autocorrect. You silly sausage. Autocorrect. So I was very conditioned to believe in the fae from being very young. I was out from the age 4, 5, 6 in quarries and playing with what we know as nature beings. Mr. Deal's in the house. Yo, yo, yo. But these beings weren't always friendly. They weren't. So the first story that I can tell you, I think I was around 6 years old, and I'm trying to go through my journals. I've got one just set up there right now. Actually, it's open just in case I need to go back to it because like journals can be such a thing because you have to decode them when it's family journals. But I've got one set up there now. And this was sort of one of the interactions with the fae that I don't particularly like, that I can't say that I'm pleased about. But was it anything to do with the fae, though? You see, my nan believes so. My nan believes so very much. We were in the quarry, and when we went to the quarry, what we would do is we would leave the fae gifts. You would leave them bread and honey, crackers and honey, milk, cream, all the good stuff that they liked. We would say a little blessing and we would interact with what people know as the fae beings. And believe me, they are quite different to what you might expect. My cousin was with me and she was only 6. It's very bizarre because she kind of wandered off and she went walkabouts, I guess. And we looked for her. We found her. We looked for a few hours though before we found her, and it weren't like this massive quarry. And could she have just got lost and we were just going in circles? Maybe. Okay, maybe. But when we found her dress was on back to front, right? So we had to phone, obviously you have to phone the authorities because you don't know what's happened to this child if that's the case. You don't, do you? It could be anything when things like that are found. But she was fine in that sense. 2 weeks later, she got meningitis and died. Was it them? Was it the fact that she left a realm and entered another realm? I mean, there's a whole big story behind it, how we had to have it investigated because the dresses were on back to front and the socks. I think one was inside out, but one was the right way. It was just very bizarre. Like for a child to go missing and to be found with things on back to front, and it's just bizarre. So obviously you have to phone the authorities, you have to have them check, but everything was fine. They were like, look, she just must have gone missing. And yeah, okay, so maybe she could have gone missing and messed with her own clothes and things, but she swore she didn't. The problem was she never said. She just said she'd been sat there. She didn't say she went anywhere. She didn't say she saw anyone. She literally said she'd been sat there waiting for us and she could hear us the whole time. Which I mean, that's bizarre. That's bizarre. I've got a picture of her somewhere, Shandy. I'll have to show you. It does a little bit, doesn't it, Gail? It really does. And that's the thing with these. I don't think they're all the same thing, missing 411s. I'm not sure, but I do think the Fae are responsible for some. I mean, that's my personal belief. I think there's a lot more going off in those, but I do think there are a slight number where the Fae may come into play. Shandy, are you cross with Mr. Deal X? What do you think? Do you think that's what it could be? I'm curious because it's like I know it can be many things, and I understand that. Of course, it can be many things. I get that, but it's like, can I describe it? Because I've interacted with them from such a young age, I know for a fact there's portals. There's portals, and I've not been through one because I. Yeah, right. That's what I think. Yes, that's exactly what I think. Yeah, that's exactly what I think. I think there's various kinds that are related to different things, but I do think the Fae may be responsible for some. But there's also a possibility that are they going through portals? I mean, according to my cousin, she'd been sat there the whole time and she could hear us. Yet we had to walk it for 2 hours trying to find her, and it weren't massive. Like, we would have seen her. She should have been there, you know? But I mean, like I say, it was investigated because of the circumstances. She was a child, her dress was on back to front. But 2 weeks later, she got meningitis and she passed away. And they do say, don't they, if you take food. Yeah, me too, Gay. I thought about it too. So like if you take their food or drink, it can cause illness to us when we come back. And if we come back, things are not the same. And like it makes you wonder really. But regarding the fae beings that I've interacted with, there's a lot of speculation about the Fae. I get that. We're allowed to speculate. We are. That's what it's all about. They can appear as beautiful, twinkling little things. Of course they can. You get close, you're going to get bit. They, you can see a couple and they'll show us them beautiful lights that you think are little people dancing. And you'll go closer and closer. The minute you get close enough, there'll be a lot. There'll be a lot. They won't be shining anymore. Mm-mm. They can bite. Oh, what? Really, Gay? I didn't know that. I did. See, I'm learning something new. Oh my gosh, I did not know that. That's awesome. Hello, Annie. It's lovely to see you. Right, okay, we're talking aliens. Check this out, Mr. Dills. So my nan taught me aliens are our ancestors and they are nothing but fae. So I was taught very differently. Do you know what? So you know how people are like, oh, these little green men and they're from another planet. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I wasn't learnt that. That's not what I was taught. I was taught that the Fae were coming in from the universe, different places, wherever they are. Not necessarily a planet, could be a star constellation, depends. But that they were our ancestors, very old, extremely intelligent, and that they're from the Fae realm. That's just what I was taught. Wade, I missed your premiere and I'm so sorry. I don't know why I missed it. I fell asleep and I missed it, and I'm a bad person and I will slap my own Danny. Yeah. I shall slap my own hand for you because I missed it, but I will rewatch. But I've decided, Wade, I'm just going to, yeah, gay, I have. Like, maybe not all of them, but there's some that are, that they are fair. And they're coming in to do things some are coming to help and some are not coming to help. But yeah, Wade, I will slap my own Danny. I will torture myself if you like. I don't mind. I'll even send you my hair and pull it out if you wish to apologise that I missed your premiere. But I will watch back. And I've decided that I will absolutely comment at the end once, Wade, so that it's not so bad. Because I like to interact, you see, Wade. I can't help it. I like people to know that I'm watching the videos. And, yeah, me too, gay. I've heard that. I think it, and anything's possible, isn't it? Anything's possible. I love that colour hair and makeup and glitter glare. Soz to drift off. Yeah, Barbara's wonderful. Barbara's wonderful. I have got like makeup on underneath. Um, she is. She's brilliant. A good probing. I wouldn't appreciate that myself, but I'm sure some people might. Well, the thing is, right? What if that's not the good side of the aliens, though? What if that's the bad side, right? There's good and bad in everything. Thank you, Gay. They absolutely do. They absolutely do. Um, hello. Why so short? Hello. I'm so glad you came in. I know it's on your other channel, but I'm still glad that you came to see me. I appreciate that very much. I know whose you are. But I know that's your other channel, which is cool. I know who you are. I know who you are straight away when I saw the name. I know you. So it's interesting to think that I'm in a rocking chair like an old lady. Can you believe that? What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? If we look, I mean, it'd be stupid to think that we're the only like race on this whole, like we're the dominant species. Okay, if you think about it like this, then my nan would tell me that we would become extinct. She honestly believed, right, that we as people, as humans, could become extinct and possibly end up being different types of beings, as the dinosaurs did, as other animals did and such. But the earth, though it can be destroyed, will recycle. It will, it'll start again and it'll rebuild. And I understand that that's no problem, get all honestly. You can always watch back. You can always find me on Facebook, Instagram, message me, we can chat like that, email me. I'll chat openly, honestly. Yeah, Shandy, that's what she believed. She believed that, everything has a cycle. Everything. So regardless of it being whether it being like an animal or whatever, humans are a species. When all said and done, that's what we are. We're a species. You know? Do you know how close we are to plants now? Do you know they've recently found that plants have the same nervous system very close to humans? Do you know what that means? They feel pain like we do. They feel pain like we do. Imagine that. Just think about that for a minute. How odd is that? It's very bizarre, you know? Yes, Shandy, basically a recycle, like a full circle. It's a circle of life. Don't they always say that things go full circle? They do, don't they? I mean, it does go full circle. So why not speculate that that's possible? You know, they're always saying maybe we've been here before. They found things that suggest maybe we've been here before. Well, maybe we actually have. Maybe this is another cycle. We don't know. We don't know. You know, we can speculate, and I like that. I like the speculation. I like being able to talk about things, and I'm just being honest. It's you know, there's a lot of people out there that believe. I mean, are we not a species? We're humans. We're a species. Of course, we are quite populated too, though. That's the issue, isn't it? There's lots of us. So, guilty for the weed killer now. Well, that's it, isn't it? You know, if that's the case, then like it'll be very hard for vegetarians because plants hurt, animals hurt, they both suffer. Difference does it make? What they're going to eat? I'm not sure how that would work. Thought about it a few times. Anyway, so yeah, what I have at the moment is I have moon water that's on the table. I've got my water that I drink. I have got the Lady of the Lake, the Lady of the Fire, Ceridwen sat on a cauldron. I have the most adorable little pumpkin you could ever see. I have my Ouija board and I have 2 bottles of port. No, I have 3 bottles of port. They're just different kinds. My candles, some sage, and my Ouija coin is somewhere around here. That's where I am. You can see. Game! Hi! How have you been? I'm just telling people, please don't kill plants because it hurts. And I was also saying how aliens may be part of the fae, you know, not that weed. I mean, one outside. Yes, it is a spirit board. It is a talking board. Used them. I've used them all my life. Since very young. I was brought up very differently. Very differently. It's Samhain. I throw eggs at my neighbours' windows. With letters, yes. 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 Why so short? Yeah. Yeah. It's Samhain and Mr. Deals, you're really naughty and you really should be in timeout for that, you know? I mean, that's really naughty. Time out for you. Time out, man. Go sit in your cardboard box, will you, and think about what you've done. Go on, you naughty boy. I hope everybody's well, but I was trying to remember how to speak German. That's what I was doing. It's been a long time. I went top of my class as well for German, you know. And now you look back and you think, so yeah, basically the reason, no, no, yes, and no. It can be. I'm not going to, Mr. Dills, I'm not going to ban you. I'm just telling you to sit in your cardboard box and think about what you've done. That's all. Why So Short's a really good guy. He does memes on that channel, so do go and support him. He's a cool guy. I like him. I hang out with him a lot. But yes and no. There's particular things to do and ways to do it that you don't want. You've got to be very careful. Um, you've got to be very careful. Oh, many blessings. I'm so sorry, yeah, I didn't know you'd been poorly. I bet you are, Mr. Deals. In fact, I dread to think. I don't even want to comment on that. We're not even going to elaborate on it. He's a very naughty boy. At least Kim knows. That's a good thing. It's not just me, see? Kim knows as well. No, we love having you, Mr. DLX. We wouldn't ban you. We love having you. So anyway, the moon water is because no, we're just joking. We are just joking. Why so short? It's just a joke. It's an English thing more than anything. Um, yeah. So the moon water is because we do believe that moon water possesses a particular power. We don't tend to use normal water, tap water. We do tend to have it blessed by the moon or the sun. Just depends. The sage is obviously a good point because you got to cleanse after. You can't really go out, and just like walk out the door and not cleanse. The candles is a big yes. They must be white candles because it's very important to have that protection, and white's very pure, it's protecting colour. Then the pot is to offer the ancestors. Your ancestors do have some, they do like alcohol, and they do like it to be in something like this. That's just right. And what you want to do, you want to offer your ancestors the alcohol for blessings, to come in and bless you for the winter coming in. Like I said, that's what it was really about, Samhain, which is now Halloween. It was really about connecting with our ancestors, walking that line in between. And they used to, and this is illegal. It's illegal. Nobody do this ever. I am warning you, it's illegal. But they used to dig up their ancestors' bones and they would take them home and they would read them. Do not do this. It is illegal. It is grave robbing. Don't do it. They used to many years back. Many years back. Now it is illegal. Don't do it. And they would read their bones. I dishonored one and don't know why for the other. What? I don't understand that. Anyway, this is a finder for you, so you can see her properly. Here we have the Lady of the Lake. No, she's the Lady of Fire. That big telly behind me for my CCTV. Yes, definitely ever. Yes. Okay, and then this is the Lady of the Lake. Sorry. I need to know I have the shovel ready. It's illegal. But they did used to do it. It was a thing they used to do to honor the dead. It's very bizarre, because they would even bring them home. They bring them home and put them down on the table and read them. It's like, would you really want to do that? Like, I just offered to offer me one just like that. But lucky, it was like, I think they made 95 of them, and there's one here. So, but I do have a couple downstairs. Thank you, Gay. I haven't fetched them upstairs, but I do have downstairs. There's two separate couples. So there is Lilith and Lucifer, and then there's Adam and Eve. The Venus one that I had, I gave to my mum because she became obsessed with it when she came to my house. I had a lovely white Venus one, and my mum saw it and she was like, I really need that. Like, I really need that. So she kept saying it. So I gave her Venus. But yeah, and also, yeah, like I said, I have got my Ouija coin. Shandy loves the Ouija coin. I mean, you could use any coin, by the way. It does not need to be a Ouija coin. Let me just point that out. It can be any coin. No, I mean a statue. Not no. Oh God. I mean, Shandy, you see those statues that I've just shown you? I have statues of those downstairs. They are just statues, okay? They're not real people. They're just statues, right? Okay? Are we good? Did you get it? Did you get it? Shall I repeat it? Yes, I've got random people sat naked downstairs. No, no. Well, apparently, it's what I'm always up to, aren't I? I'm always up to something like this, apparently. And let me get this straight, right? Yeah. When you always like go on saying that witches do orgies, I need to tell you something, okay? Sometimes it's not a choice. Do you understand? When you are born, I like coin, engulf me. Bear with me. When you are born into a family coven, you watch them. When you are 14, you are stood watching them. You do not get a choice. They say you do. They will say to you, you can say no. You have a choice. But if you say no and you don't, then you're an outcast. Then you're an outcast. You've betrayed your family. So how's that having a choice? Please tell me how that's having a choice. So imagine being 14-year-old, right? And this is just a dirty secret. I mean, it's a dirty truth. 14-year-old and placed in a ritual where you are watching, and bear in mind, it was always generally more women than men. Yeah, the old impossible choice, Kim. You're watching this happen, and they don't just use their bodies, they use tools, and these tools are not what we use today, okay? They are no summer stuff. Mm-mm-mm. We are talking tools of the earth, my friends. We are talking thorns up your bum. Not what you think. I don't know, Mr. Deals. They looked like me. They were family. I don't know. Right, well, mine was my nan raised me. Both my nans actually, and you don't really have a choice, you know. I know it's not nice. It's not what you think. It really isn't. You can see a very beautiful blessing that they do. It's different, but they still have an intercourse when all said and done. But most of the orgies that take that most of the orgies that take place are not virgin people. When it's a pure virgin, it's different. It's so different. It is beautiful, but it's not to watch. Oh no, it's fine, gay. It's a lot of people think it's like a joke, this stuff, and it's not. It really isn't. Um, thank you, Raves. It's really not a joke. It's serious. It messes with your mind. I had to have counselling. I mean, don't get me wrong, I got through it all and I'm great today, but I had to have counselling. Um, but when it's a special ceremony, it has to be a virgin woman, simple as. Oh, the man doesn't have to be a virgin. No, 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 just the woman. Because, we are the evil, us. Did you know this? We are the devil incarnate. If you can't blame anything else, just blame the woman. That's what it was like. That's what it was like, you know? Blame the woman. She's the devil. She was the one why we sinned. That's what we're like. Nice, Shandy. Nice. Yeah, it is. It's a transfer of energy. But when we're looking at the non-virgin and the gluttony type, that's what I'm looking for. When we are looking at the, I don't know how to word it to you guys. Darker magic and no love needed. That there's none of that loving needs to be put into it. You have to understand that what you're going to see is not going to be pretty. What's happening is not going to be pretty because they don't want it to be pretty. They don't want love involved. It's not about that. So the energy exchange is very different. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's not easy. Sorry, Lisa, your chat online. Oh my god, what are you like? It is. It's kind of serious. It can be serious. It messes with my head. It messes with my head. And then there's the countless other things seeing as well when being in a coven, seeing what they do, and the fact that it's not all love and light. I'm sorry, it's not. When you're born one, um, when you're born one and you're brought up by them, there's no creed, there's no rules. Do as thou wilt. That's it. And everything has a sexual base to it. A cauldron is the womb. Mortar and pestle, the womb and the penis. The broom, vagina and penis. The wand, penis. The staff, penis. Writing them down. I have a ritual. It's all wrote down. And if I read it and you didn't know the basis behind it, you would think it was just a ritual. You wouldn't think anything of it. Bear in mind, a staff is a penis. If you knew what things really were and what they meant in a ritual as you're reading it from older journals, I'm talking older journals, you would understand that most of it, they're talking about sex. Quite a lot of it, actually, in the older ones. Quite a lot of it. If you understood the meaning behind it. So, for example, if you're reading it and you're just reading it off normal, you would probably be like, I don't understand this. It doesn't make sense. Not really. But if you understand the meaning of the tools behind it, that they don't actually mean, at one point, she rubs the staff 10 times. Listen, this is part of the ritual. She takes both hands and she rubs the staff 10 times slowly. And then the male shall return to holding the staff. What that means, the woman wanks him off slowly 10 times and removes her hand and he holds his penis erect. That's what that means. Does not mean there is a staff. It doesn't mean this. And that's where people go wrong with the older ones, and especially the English older ones. Think about that. If you actually went back now and read it and thought about, you know what I mean? They would also, believe it or not, Mr. Deals, please. They would also use such things as the bowl of milk, the bowl of water for breasts. They tantalized the bowl of water. They tantalized, yeah, they were tantalizing breasts. There's a massive difference from the old to the new. It's all being changed. It's all being altered. And really, if you research, especially in English witchcraft, you'll find that these rituals are quite dirty. Hello, Sling Blade, how are you? How are you? They are dirty. You know, and there are like the thing is as well, usually when the male and female, how can I put it? She laid there for all to see. But there are two children usually there as well. The two children are the bearers of the incense and the salt. Why in the hell is two children there? Think about that. It's messed up. That's old witchcraft. It's just worded differently. It's worded. Oh, sorry about that, Sling. I didn't know. I didn't know. I wish you many blessings. I hope you get better. You know, so when you look at old witchcraft and the meaning behind it, it's gross, some of it. It's gross. It's sex, 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 sex. And like, it's so much about empowering the woman now. You know, there's a lot of like feminism come into it and things like that. But really, could it be any different to what we know as sort of scorning the woman if the woman just has to do? Well, basically, yeah. Why so short? But it goes further than that. The problem is it's not worded like that. People read it wrong because they don't know. Lotus flower. Oh, yep. Yep. You are right. Did you know, Gay, that if you go further back to the Egyptians' worships, they were into bestiality? That's why there's animals in their worship. That's why there's these men with these heads and stuff. I'm telling you, Gay, go back and research further. It weren't that they worshipped animals. They were into bestiality. What? Honestly, and that's the Egyptians, and that we're talking way back. Like there's some things in history that have got so messed up because people have tried to work them out and interpret them instead of realizing, yeah, it's true. Please recap. You have to read what Gay put first, Shandy, and I was stating that it's true. Egyptians, there's a lot of animal worship in Egyptian magic and things because they liked bestiality. That was the true form behind their worship. They liked that. And the problem is, people don't research it properly. They don't spend time to learn Egyptian magic and myths and rituals. Thank you, Gay. Thank you. See, she's smart. Very smart. Very smart. It's true. It's very true. And people don't get it. They just bypass it all and think it means something else, and it doesn't. It doesn't mean anything else. It means exactly what you think it means. So don't, like, people will see it and like, does that mean this? And they'll say, no, it can't mean that. And they'll try and make it into something else. No, it means what you think it means. Okay? It does. Where did I put my Ouija coin, Mr. DLX? Hang on, sometimes I put it down my bra. No. I do sometimes, you know, if I'm trying to save, like, sometimes as well, do you know, when I go to the shop, because I don't want to take a purse, yeah, because I lose purses, I put money in my bra. It's an habit. Oh, are they not? You see, the ones that I've always looked at, Gay, if I'm honest, are the ones that I had sort of handed down to me. So, no, it's not. It's not. Who? It's not. Not this. Not this time. No. Larry? Larry, have you got my Ouija coin? I've lost it. It was right here. Now it's gone. Oh, I've got it. It blends in with silver. It blends in with silver, that's all. It's not Larry after all. He's got some very light fingers if he managed to do that. Okay, bear with me, I'm trying to get it out. It's stuck. I'll just show it you, but you can, the thing is, you can use any coin for a Ouija coin anyway. Bear with me. But this one's just one for fun. That's all. So that's a no. And that's a yes. That's a Ouija coin. But you can use any coin for Ouija anyway. You like heads, tails, whatever, it's the same thing. But I just bought it for fun. I've not really used it much. I've only used it for Shanda to get her answers on things. I didn't know you could still access them on net though. I didn't realise that. You want a question? Of course I can. I don't need a question, but whoever wants a question, ask away, and I shall ask and I shall do it. If I lose it, I'm sorry, okay? I can't control where it goes. Hopefully it'll just go on the floor in front of me and everything will be fine. But I've already asked this question, Shandy, so can I do yours afterwards and last, if you don't mind? Because we've already kind of been through this. And I like that question, Gay. I think it's a nice question. I'm not saying it works, by the way. I can't say it does. So let's see, shall we? Okay, spirits. I would like to ask you a question. Spirits of the land, fae beings, any spirits that are here right now. Game Morgan in chat. Is the spirit that Gay's dealing with, the spirit around her, the spirit that she has, is it a guardian angel? Because we slammed that, doesn't it? Oh no, shut up. Wow. I didn't expect that. It said yes. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but it says yes. Oh, it's all right, Heather. It's no big deal. You've missed all the talk of the orgies. You might have to rewind for that little bit because it's interesting. You missed all the sexy talk. That's all gone. Damn it, you missed the sexy time, Heather. You missed the sexy time. Heather, how the devil are you? Now do you want me to... I know it said yeah, I thought it was going to say no. Okay, I was like, it's going to say no. It's definitely going to say no, but it didn't. It shocked me a bit. Will Shandy get her admission? Oh, shut up. Don't, see, this is why I said it's not real. Yes. And that's how it works, Mr. DLX. Would you like to ask it a question? It's not real. I think it's just for fun, but I just thought, why not? Why the bloody hell not? Heather's missed all the sexy time. Came too late. Hooray! I'm too cool for school. Oh, Mr. DLX, ask a question. I wonder if I could get a lottery ticket and win, shall we ask? Let's ask. Okay. Can Slingblade get a lottery ticket and win? Would he be able to win if he bought one? Is basically what he's asking. Bloody hell. Ah. That'll be a no. No, no, don't buy the ticket. No. No lottery for you. Yeah, exactly. I'm not, now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying, no, not really, not really. Why so sharp? We're just talking about anything in particular. You've got a scratch card downstairs. Is it a winner? No, but I'm not saying it's not real, but I'm not saying it's really, like, I don't know. We don't know, so we can't really. Oh, just a minute, Heather, just a minute. Will Shandy's scratch card be a winner? No. Okay, will my enemies be smitten? Heather is in the chat, Spirit. She would like to know if her enemies would be smitten. Smitten. I've got to let it roll. No, but it's just for fun. Bummer. I'll just... No, don't scratch it. It's just a coin, Shandy. It's just a coin. It's just for fun. Don't throw it. Osh mode. I don't mind. Will my health improve? Will Gay's health improve? Please. Yes. Will I make it with my YouTube channels? We'll help you make it. Will he make it with his YouTube channels? Friggin' hell, I flicked that a bit far. Go for it, Kim. Ask away. You could still get a ticket and win, exactly. It's just literally a coin. It's just a coin. I got my doo-doo on, I got my doo-doo-doo. Well, that's true. Heather's not got any enemies at all. Hi, Rickshaw. How are you? Yeah, it's just a coin. Kim, did you want to ask something? Ask away. I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too. Sorry, I'm sorry. 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 Ooh, I like that one. Will Kim go to Japan, please? That were a big slam dunk, that one. Oh, aye. It's a no. It's a no. Watch out for water. Yeah. Yeah, I will actually, because it's been raining here and we've started to flood. So when we flood, it's only one road. The problem is that one road is kind of our access point for in and out. We've been in the village. I'm upset for Heather missing the sex. She'll watch the sexy stuff back. She'll have a look. She'll have a look. I'm in my rocking chair, Heather, because I'm getting old now, you know. Just sit in my rocking chair, rock my days away like a mad woman. To up that. Oh, what's that? What's that again? I don't know what that is. Do explain. Would anybody like to come up and join me? Kim, would you like to come and join me? Would anybody like to come up and join me? Anybody at all? What? It's just a coin, Kim. It's just a coin. You could do it with a normal coin. It was just for fun. It's just for fun. Just for fun. Would anyone like to come up? Anybody at all? You don't need a camera. You don't. Camera's not needed here. I thought you meant the country, Kim. Honestly, that woman. Things go through her mind that are not normal. Let's have a look now. How do I do this? Nope, not that. I don't know. I'm just trying to work it out. You have a technical issue. Kim, how do I get someone to come up? How do I share the link? Oh, hang on. Oh, I think I've done it. Hang on. I hope I've done it. Wait a minute. I think I'm getting brainy now. Did I just get some brains? Did that really just happen? She's very naughty. Did that just happen, Kim? Did I get some brains? I hope I got some brains. Good morning, Sammy. How are you? I did. I got some brains. There's the link. This is Sammy, everybody. Sammy's very, very sweet. Morning coffee, of course. We all need the coffee in the morning. All of us. Ah. Oh, we have a guest. Perfect. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you absolutely fine. It's lovely to have you up. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, good. That's brilliant. And how are you feeling?
Oh, I'm doing good.
In general, I meant sort of thing, like Because I know that some days can be worse than others. It just depends.
This last fortnight really has been horrible. But yeah, today I'm doing good.
Oh, I'm so glad. That's nice to hear, actually. It's really nice to hear. So as we were talking before, because we can have like sensible conversations as adults sometimes.
Of course.
I mean, we can. The chat generally goes off point, but we can. You weren't
Hi to
listening.
everyone who said hi.
Yeah, it's just Heather saying hello and Kim saying hello and Shandy saying hello. Yes, it's morning. Just sorry. Why so short? It's morning for Sammy because she's in a different part of the world. It's nighttime for me. I'm in the UK. Thank you, Sammy.
Yes, it's 9:30 here.
Is
AM.
it
9:30
AM?
AM. Yes.
Oh wow! Is it really?
Yep.
Is it? Wow. Oh gosh, it's not here. It's like what, 11:30 at night?
Yeah.
Yeah. But we were talking, Gamey and earlier, Kim, about the different possibilities of missing 411, for example. It's not something that I followed. I know about it, Gay, I know about it. I think everybody does. But I've not looked into it in depth, you know?
There's a missing persons channel I watch. I used to watch the actual real missing 411 from who's the bloke that writes those 411 books?
Paul, is it Paul?
Paul. Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, that dude.
Yeah, I used to watch him, but I don't know, his voice used to get to me. It was like he was lecturing, so I stopped. But
Right.
there's another bloke I watch who does the same sort of stuff. And look, I'll go find his channel, and if I can put the link up, I will.
Yeah.
Because he's got a beautiful, it's husky but deep, and I don't know, he's got a lovely voice, and he's good at telling the stories, and he gets straight to the facts. Yesterday, I was binge listening to some of his stuff, and he was talking about, like, he had these different sections of things, and he was talking about strange disappearances in the woods or in the
Ooh,
forests
yeah.
where people had eaten berries, been missing for 4 days, and they could hear people calling out to them. They were calling out, "Help me, I'm just here, I'm on the
That's
beside the
bizarre.
road," and they can't see each other. They can hear each other, they can't see each other. It's like they're in another realm.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
suddenly they're found 4 days later, and everyone was searching right there. And listening to these accounts is just amazing. And like I said, I've got to find what the actual channel is, because he's wonderful, and share it with you guys.
Oh gosh,
And
yeah,
you can
definitely.
just go to he's got over 100 videos there. No, over 1,000, I think. But anyway, just go and look for the fae related ones, or strange disappearances with no that don't make sense, things
Thank
like
you.
that. And yeah.
No, I mean, I'm really interested. I definitely want to watch. Thank you, Sammy. What I'll do is I can't mod anybody because I'm on my phone. Later, I'll go on the laptop and I will mod you up so you've got a range so you can share your channel and people can connect, but I can't do it on my phone. I'm sorry.
Shandy, yes, Mr. Ballon also looks at that sort of thing.
Mm,
Mr. Ballon tells a great story. I tell you what, he is awesome when he tells a story. He's the best storyteller I have ever heard. He puts himself in the person's situation,
see,
and
yeah, that's good.
so he fills in the picture, like, it's not just a report. He fills in the picture. He makes you feel like you were experiencing what they were. He is absolutely epic to listen to. You've got to go try Mr.
I
Ballon. But
will.
this
I will.
other unexplained mysteries, I can't remember exactly what he's called, but I've got to find it, the link, and share it with you.
Oh, definitely.
Do you want me to do it now or after?
Are you a mod? If you're a mod, you should be able to. But we
I
can do
think,
it after. You can do it
yeah,
after. It's absolutely
I'll do
fine.
it after, and do it in comments if people are interested.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sammy. I appreciate that. But I'll definitely post your channel link out there. I'll post everybody's out there who's not a mod. I can't mod you because I'm on my phone. If I was on YouTube, it wouldn't let me do it. I'd need to give you a wrench first. Why so short? A spanner, a wrench. You don't have one yet. I will do it, and I will make sure that I post your channels. I will do it for you if you can't do it. Sorry, yeah, I was just explaining to people.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Don't forget the clocks go back tonight, ladies.
Where's that?
It's either UK. I hope so. Thank you, Sammy, but I will do it. It's just I'm using my phone. But yeah, like, does it say what berries get? Does it say what type of berries they eat?
I don't think so. I think it says they'll just. Why have I now got an echo?
I can't hear an echo.
I can on my end.
Ah.
Isn't that funny? Because I didn't have it before.
Yeah. I've not
Notice
changed
that
anything.
I
I've not.
haven't clicked on anything. I haven't changed anything. That's really weird.
Well, Heather says our clocks went forward 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Go for it, Homestead, if you can. That'd be wonderful. Because I'm using my phone with being in the spare room. We've had some storms and stuff, and it's just easier to use my phone because I can use my Wi-Fi. I don't have to connect to internet downstairs or anything that's been on and off all the time. So if anybody can, that'd be really great. Yeah, there's an echo. Yes, I hear it. They hear it, but I don't.
Yeah. Hey, it's gone. Ha!
Oh,
How weird.
that is spirits probably trying to tell you something.
It must be. It must be. My spirits have been. It's back. No.
What?
It's coming and going. And when you said spirits, it came back
It
and then
came
it
back.
went.
It did. That's pretty cool. That's pretty
I
cool.
wonder if that's the spirit on your end or mine.
Yours. I kind of know what I've got hanging around here.
Yeah,
The
I
main.
don't, but this is what I was going to share on Kim's channel, but Kim's here and everyone from Kim's channel, I think, is here, so I'm going to share it now. The reason I asked if I have an angel is because I clicked to something about 3 weeks ago. I've been seeing the number 333, as in the time 3:33, morning and night, like, because, I'm awake at different times, not morning and night, you know what I mean, morning and afternoon. And
I do.
For about 3 years. And so I was listening to a podcast about different numbers and things, and it came up with angel numbers. And I thought, 333. I'm going to look up angel numbers. So I Googled angel number 333, and it came up, and it said I had a guardian angel watching over me.
I love that. That's
so do I.
Yeah, that's
so
brilliant.
do I. And then I came in the study the next night I came in and my lights were normal, and then they started flickering like usual. And I said, hello, is that my guardian angel? And it flickered once and then stopped and went away.
Wow.
And that's what I thought. I thought, wow. Anyway, I shared this just the other day on an English channel called Haunting Hunters that I follow. And they've got someone from America that also comes into their lives.
Yeah.
And she said, be careful, it's not a demon. I said, no, nothing feels negative here. Nothing's ever felt negative here. She said, still be careful. And that's what I reckon. And I thought, I have to share this on Kim's to get other people's opinions, because I reckon I'd feel if it was negative. And she kept saying, oh, no, be careful, be careful. And I said, no, it's not negative, and I don't feel it's negative. And I never have. Look, I moved here 20 years ago, and I felt something then, but I didn't know what it was, and it did not feel negative then. But I remember I got my place, what do you call it? Blessed, just blessed. Blessed and cleansed, I think it was. Yeah. And the reason I did that is because I had little kids in the house, and just in case. It was just in case.
But, wow. Yeah. That's very interesting. But I do think I do think our intuition tells us automatically. You know, it's like that fight or flight mode, isn't it? It kicks in.
Yes,
If it was something bad, I'm pretty sure it would kick in, Gay. It would kick in. It'd be like, no, no, you're like, something would
I
tell you.
agree. I agree totally. Look, I lived in a house, we were renting over in Canberra, and I'm sure it was haunted.
Mm,
And I had a bad vibe from the minute we moved in. It was
right.
fine when I inspected it, but from when the minute I moved in, I had a bad vibe and I couldn't stand to be there alone.
Yeah.
And if I had a day off work because I was sick, I was scared the whole time. I'd rather be at work sick than, with a migraine or something than be at home. That's how bad it was.
Yeah. And you know, that's the thing as well, Gay. I've been in certain situations where I've also walked into somewhere and it's just felt different. You know, like the whole it's hard to explain. It's almost like it's in your gut. It's in your
Yes.
gut. It's like
And
a
you feel it
warning.
deep inside of you.
Right,
It's more than a gut feeling. It's a
right.
deep, deep feeling.
It's
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
it is. It is. And it sort of reverberates through your body, doesn't it?
it
It's
does.
thank you. I've just got myself a cappuccino or something. Thank you. But it does, it reverberates through your whole body and it's an instant just back off. Just back off and don't bother.
Yes, yes.
And that's why I think it's got to be an angel. It's definitely something positive because I do absolutely believe that's what you'd feel.
Well, like I
That's what
said,
you'd feel.
and I
Thank
think that
you.
I just feel like now that I've acknowledged this guardian angel, he or she's happy with me. It's like
Oh yeah. Yeah, of
that.
course.
I have only seen that 333 once since, and I was seeing it all the time.
Yeah.
I was seeing it 3 or 4 times a week for 3 years. I've only seen it once in 3 weeks now. So,
You know, it's funny you should say that. I've got a friend who lives in New York and she had
sorry, just thank you, Mr. Dilex, for saying interesting story.
oh yeah, loves it. I have a friend in New York and she had the same sort of thing happen to her that you did,
Right.
but hers was 222.
Okay.
And she said to me when we spoke on the phone, this had been going on for around 6 months. And she said it was so funny because even on receipts, you know, when you buy something,
Yes, I was too. And I was
two,
getting
two,
it in
two.
games. I would get a score of 333 in games.
This is what she said. She said it's not just seeing it, like it's everywhere. You get a receipt, it's there. You look, it's there. And she found out that her guardian angel were reaching out to her. That's why I found that story very interesting because that's two very similar stories. Very
Yes,
similar.
yes.
Um, and she'd actually been quite poorly beforehand as well. But she got better. She got better.
Well, I'm hoping that now I've acknowledged my guardian angel, maybe there's something positive there and I can start to feel better. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I can live in hope. Since nothing medical has worked and I've been told by the medical field nothing can be done for me, they're
Yeah.
listening. I've got a funny sound again. I know it's gone. But
No, I heard
anyway,
something. I heard something then. It sounded like
yeah,
two voices. It sounded like two voices. It sounded like yours and something else.
yeah, I thought so. Just for a minute, just a
Yeah.
second or whatever.
Yeah, it were. It was very quick.
Yes, very. Okay, interesting. Um, I don't know what I was going to say then,
You
or
was
I
going to
was
say
saying.
that the medical professionals have said,
Oh, yeah, they said they can't help me because it's the C2 area that's causing these headaches. And C2, if they operate there or try to do a block, a medical block for the pain, well, they can't because you become a quadriplegic if they touch in the C2 area. So,
right.
see, I'm lucky. I've only got the headaches ever since the car accident back in 86. I could have been paralysed. So, to me, I'm a very lucky person. But dealing with the headaches all these years, because it's day in, day out, it wears you down,
Mm,
So
yeah, of course it does. why so short? It's okay. It's been shared. Homestead Aquarius shared your link. I will share your link to the other channel afterwards. I'm on my phone. My phone does not allow me to mod you, but I will mod you later on my laptop. So it will be shared, don't worry. Yeah, thank you, Homestead. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. You are a star. Mwah. Thank you. But yeah, now I have a house brownie,
Right.
and he can be quite bizarre because he's like a spoilt. So you know, you have a teenage brat that doesn't get their own way.
Now I wonder if I've got a brownie too, because I think
It
I've got a
what it's like.
teenage type spirit here.
Yeah, it is
Okay,
like
sorry,
that.
keep going. Sorry.
Wait, Wade's just put 222 is how it
I
started for
saw.
me.
Yeah.
As well. Yeah, as well. Clocks. Yes, everything.
Yes,
Anything you look at, it doesn't matter what you look at, it's just there.
it is.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Why So Short? Kiss for you. But yeah, so this house brown has been in our family sort of quite a few generations. So house brownie is a type of fae that live in your house, but it's come from the family basically, gay. So it's been around us a very long time.
Yeah.
And basically, what they do is they like a clean house. They like an organized house. You know, they will do little chores if they choose, but do not ever say thank you. Don't acknowledge that they've done it. No problem, Sammy. No problem. They will not. If you thank, if
I'm
you say,
sorry, I was laughing at Heather's comment.
if if you say thank you, they will leave.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
say it directly to them. But if you pee them off in any way, so if you forget to give them chocolates, candies, or sweets, and you'll know you've got one because your sweets will go missing. Like if you leave sweeties on the side, you'll find odd one gone. Um, I'm not saying that they eat it; they generally use energy off it, but they hide them so you can't find
Right.
them. But as long as you know that they're there and you admit you say to it out loud, I understand you're at my house, Brownie. I know the deal. I will leave you your offerings. And they don't interact a lot. They're just kind of there.
I
But
leave I leave chocolate open for them in my study, because it's my study that I
yes,
get a lot of interaction. Now my study is just off my bedroom. Like it's literally a step out of my bedroom to my study. And under my bed, I've shared this before on Kim's channel, under my bed it felt like someone was pushing up, like they were on a bunk. But I don't
mm,
have bunks. I've got a queen bed in there,
yeah.
And it feels like someone's pushing up under there, as if they're pushing up on a bunk bed.
Ooh,
Now, I haven't had that for a while, but that was happening for about 2 years.
that's
And
very interesting. You
and
see, they're quite
then I
stroppy.
sorry.
They're quite stroppy. They can do things like
Yeah,
that for
well,
attention.
I started leaving the odd chocolate in here, and they never go missing, but it stopped.
That's
So
bizarre.
I don't know. I must be doing something right.
Yes,
I
yes,
think I
actually,
got that
yes.
idea from Andy's channel, actually.
Yes, you can do that. Yeah, leave them chocolates, leave them candy, leave them sweets. Um, I mean, I've peed off mine a few times. I have, not on a purpose, just if I'm going through something and I forgot. And they're like stroppy teenagers. They will pick things up and throw them around, like a poltergeist would.
Yeah, well, I had the book on my bookshelf, which is next to my bed, come off, flying off once. And my husband, Greg, said, oh, it must be just, you must have bumped it. And I said, I did not bump it from where it came from. There's no way. So, yeah, that was before I
Actually,
started leaving out chocolate also.
That's yeah, and that's what mine's like. So it's possible, very possible, because it's what they like, it's what they do.
Also, when we
Sling.
moved from the other 20 years ago, when we moved from the other house to here, we had a frying pan, an electric frying pan, and we loved cooking in it because it was big. You could cook, big family meals in it and have leftovers because it was big.
Mm,
We moved from one house to the other and then could never find it. Everything else we moved came with us, but we don't know where that went. And we
that's
know
interesting.
Greg even went back to the old house to look. No, it
You
wasn't anywhere. And we thought, how can a big frying pan just
just
go?
right.
And why would the neighbours steal just a frying pan? If the back was open, they would
They
be
wouldn't.
stealing other things, not a frying
Right.
pan. And
No,
it was
they
old.
wouldn't.
It wasn't as if it was a brand new one or anything. It was old
Yeah.
and worn and
Yeah, no, I mean that's what they like though. It's something that actually they would take. It really is. Thank you, Olmsted, so much. I appreciate the sharing. Sling, can I book you in for another day so that I've just got you and me on, if that's all right? I'd rather just have you and me because you've been through quite a lot, especially spiritual wise. You've had a lot going off spiritual wise. I'd definitely rather have you on your own because it's quite a long thing that's going off. I know it's interesting and people will want to hear it. So I'd love to have you, but I definitely would prefer to have just me and you, if that's okay. Thank you so much, Homestead. I appreciate it. I really do. What does my stolen food is? What?
Mark.
My stolen food is Mark. I don't know what
Who's
that
Mark?
means. I think it's a roommate that she lives with. Yeah, roommate that she lives with. I steal the Royal Albert. Trust ever.
The other day, my
Yes,
husband's
Sling.
tobacco went
Sorry,
missing.
okay. Yeah, oh, they do that. Oh my gosh, yes, they steal my cigarettes. And Gay, I've been sat and I've gone to light a cigarette and it's flew out of my hand for no apparent reason whatsoever. You know, it's just
I
come out of
haven't
my
had that.
hand. Oh,
I
wait till you
have
have
not
that.
had that.
I mean, Lee were like sat there as like, did you just throw your cig over? I'm like, no, clearly I didn't. I was going to smoke it.
Not throw it. Do you know, probably my tobacco's never been nicked because it's always in my study. I won't smoke anywhere in the house except my study.
Today.
Because I just don't like smoking in the house. I don't like it.
Some people don't.
But
Wade, I
I
hope
used
you.
to, but then when I quit
Yeah,
smoking for 8 years, I just couldn't get back into smoking in other parts of the house. It has to be the study or I don't bother.
yeah, and
Um,
that's your choice. I
yeah.
think that's a good choice to make.
My husband still smokes elsewhere. He didn't when I quit. He only smoked in his bedroom, which he's got a computer in there too. We sleep in separate rooms because of my health issues. So, yeah.
Yes. Wade, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but I did apologise for not making the premiere. It wasn't done on purpose. I fell asleep and I will watch it back, and I'm really, really sorry. I really, really am sorry. I don't usually miss them, and that'll be the fae. That'll be the fae.
Right.
Sling. It's the fae that generally steals cigarettes.
Yep.
Ooh, that's where Wade's going. Wow, how nice. Mexico, go for Mexico. Wow. Can I
Have
come,
fun, Wade.
Wade?
That'll be
I
good.
would. I mean, I would come, but my broom's in garage. It's out, it's being serviced right now. I have no form of transport. My broom's in the garage. It's being fixed. And my Pegasus doesn't want to fly. She won't let me. I've tried. But you know that I'll watch it back, Wade. I always do that. I didn't mean to miss it at all, so I'm really sorry. Are you not blue, Wade? I thought you were blue. Yes, they tend to steal tobacco I find tobacco is their main target, but if there's no tobacco and you have cigarettes, they will steal your cigarettes. I'm not sure why though. I haven't, but they do that. They do. And also, they'll steal crystals. They like stealing crystals. I don't know why, but they do.
They're drawn to crystals like we are.
Yeah, definitely. And I think with them as well, quartz is so important because it's taken from the earth, and
Yeah.
they tend to steal it and put it back in the earth.
Uh-huh.
I can understand that,
Yeah.
I can understand it. I've got you a new one. You got me a new what? He ain't got a blue, but he had a blue. Did I blue? I'm sure I blued Wade. Did I blue it? I'm sure I blued him. I'll blue you later, Wade. I will definitely blue you. I'll make it happen later when I'm on the actual laptop. I don't know. You know about Tinkerbell? Fairies are not Tinkerbell. Or is that a name, Trinket? I think that's a name, actually.
I think it's a name.
Yeah. Sorry, Sling, it's me. It's me, I'm thick. Broom. Oh, yeah, you do have me a broom. I know this, but it's no good where you are, is it? Mine's no good. It's being repaired. My Pegasus won't fly. My wings are broken because the dog's ragged them. What am I going to do? I'm no form of transport, woman.
If I could teleport, I would have been in Cannock Chase tonight, because there's a whole heap of YouTubers meeting up there tonight, and Three Spies Paranormal, Hunting Haunters, and quite a few others. They're all meeting up tonight, and I so wished I could go. It would have been just wonderful, but I can't get over there.
No, my ex-mother-in-law rode a vacuum. She's hooked.
I love that pun.
Oh, I'm green. I left out. I'll do it I can't do it on the phone. I have to do it on the laptop. I can't do it on the phone. I'm sorry. I can't do it on the phone. Steve's going, I think. What are you about? I'm confused. Shandy, you confuse me so much.
Who's Steve?
I don't know. I have no idea. Steve's going, I think. I don't know who Steve is. Yes, definitely. I understand that. Why so short? Please go and get some rest. Thank you for coming. I truly appreciate it. I
Bye.
really do.
Bye.
Good
Why
night.
so short?
Guten Nacht. You're welcome.
Wonderful, wonderful chat. You have a good sleep.
Dankeschön. Guten Nacht. I'm on Haunted Hunter. Jason. Is that meant to say Voorhees, Shandy? Because it says Jason vouchers from my press.
Jason's
Yeah,
Jason
Voorhees.
going? Shandy, wasn't Jason going to Cannock Chase tonight?
Yeah, she means Jason Voorhees though. She put Jason vouchers. Prems. When, Shandy? Is going soon. Oh, basically what she's saying is, if you don't get off, I'm leaving you because I'm going to watch him.
Oh, okay.
That's what she's saying, but in a different way. She's basically saying, look, I'm gonna go watch him. If you don't come off, I'm gone. Reason this keeps leaking the cover of. He keeps taking the cover of Ashley at night. Yeah, it sounds about right though, to be fair. That's what the Fae are like. They play tricks like that. They do. They will pull things from you. They will move things, even if it's from one part of the house to the next, or move them so you can't find them, and then they'll put them back. That's what they kind of do in the house. They make you think you're going crazy sometimes if you actually don't know you've got one.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do.
I've been saying for 3 years that I've got one, like a house brownie or something.
Yeah, yeah. House brownies are the most common. Out of from people I've met, they have been. Not saying that's the case everywhere, but just from my experiences and I've met, and yeah, they have been the most common. They really have. Well, it's the same with gargoyles. Like people see gargoyles and they assume that they're evil and they're bad, and they're not. They look evil, they look bad, but actually they're protectors of the church. They're there for a
Yes,
reason.
yes.
So yeah,
Just like people say the upside down cross is evil, but it's not, is it?
no,
No, I
it's not.
didn't think so.
It's not,
I'm
and it's not
sure.
even. That's not even satanic.
Yes.
It's not.
It's
No,
just like the upside down star, that whatever what's it
that's
called?
not. Yeah, that's not
That's
satanic.
not satanic. That's right.
Mm-mm.
People don't know this. People
No,
see it and say, "Oh, this is
it's
bad."
funny. It is
Yeah,
funny though. It is funny
and
game.
say
When
it
you watch it,
all the time because
right?
that upside down star is often the graffiti in places. People go in and say, "Oh, demonology's been going on here."
Mm-mm. No, no. If you've got an upside down pentagram, they've probably been calling on earthly
Yes,
beings, or they've been
yes.
calling on masculine earthly beings.
Uh,
It's not at all bad or anything to do with Satanism. An upside down cross is nothing to do with Satanism at all. From what I was taught, the sign of Satan is quite different. It's infinity sign times 3, and it goes small, medium, large, and there is then a line through it. I'd have to get it up and show you what I was learnt, but it's completely different to what people assume it is.
yeah,
It
yeah.
really is. It's weird.
Everyone gets their
Um,
ideas from the movies, though.
yes,
They don't,
Hollywood.
they don't want to research it. They just want to believe what they see in the movies.
Oh yeah, Hollywood changed it all, and it's like it's yeah. They always play tricks. That's what they do. It's like if you look at all the Hollywood films that came out and put forth, Satanism and black magic, they always use the pentagram. It's like,
I know. Yeah, they
well,
do.
why?
Yes.
That's not the right thing to use.
And do you know when? What are their names? What are those famous people that used to be into clearing devils? You know, the Amityville Horror and all of that sort of stuff. I can't
Yeah.
think of their names. They're
Um.
famous. Yeah, that they do the same. Everything's devil worship. Everything's. I know they're dead now, but I can't think of their names. But they're
I
famous.
don't know. Yeah, but I don't know who they are.
Everyone knows what I'm talking about, and I can't think of their names.
Yeah. But you're right. I remember.
Yeah.
That
Anyway, everything was devil worship, and there was always some sort of pentagram on the floor, or oh no, they used a Ouija board and that let them in. And I say, bull. A Ouija board's just a form of
it
communication.
is. It's the same as anything else.
Exactly. What do we turn on a spirit box and then let them in? I mean, you know what I mean? It's just a form of communication, like a spirit box, or using the crystal to talk to them, or
Exactly. It's the
a
same.
yes no coin, or you know,
It's
whatever.
exactly the same game. It's exactly the same. Shanley says the Warrens.
That's them. That's them. Just I had this big mental blank then.
I know, me too. And it's like the same as with Portal created, Um, it really drives me insane. But then again, the ones that I've got are quite old. I get that. They're from family. But the Arabic or Hebrew or Latin, they're nothing like the drawn out.
Yeah.
They're nothing like it. These portals are to communicate with various deities or whatever. Mine are Arabic, Greek, Latin, Hebrew.
Right.
And I'm
They're
like,
really old, aren't they?
yeah, they're bizarre, very bizarre. There's one in particular that you can put on a mirror and it will show you your future. I've not tried it. I'm not curious to neither.
No, I don't think I'd want to know my future.
No. Well, it's like my nan said, don't do it unless you are prepared to know.
Yeah.
And really think about if you are you are actually prepared to actually know.
Yeah.
No.
I couldn't
And
know.
then
No.
there's all the fact that when people say that they're gonna open doorways and bring certain spirits in, well, let me tell you, you're doing it so easily. You're doing it so easily. Do you know? My nan taught me you have to first open the 8 gates of Hecate, right? Then you have to call in the Vex Nakara. They are the angelic beings of all angelic beings. Then you have to create a particular incense. There's particular things you have to say. You have to make 3 bottles, all for the Vex Nakara. Then you have to open up the gates of the Vex Nakara with the corresponding gate to the Hecate key and to that particular spirit key. So I'm watching these do it, and I'm like, can you do it like that? Like, is it that easy? Because I've never done it like that, and I've never seen it done like that, and I have to literally jump through hoops, you know?
Yeah.
It's like
that sounds like a lot to do. And yet you see these people, well, you see reports of people that just use a Ouija board and suddenly they've got a devil. Or they look into 2 mirrors that are facing each other and suddenly there's a devil because that's created a portal. Things like this, as simple as that. But that you've been taught is not that simple.
It's not. It really isn't. And then you've got to look at your mindset as well, for example. So before we do anything like that, we will meditate. We will put ourselves in a particular mindset.
Yes,
and
that's important.
Right. And if we're not in that mindset and we are not mentally prepared, don't do it. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. Because you can literally lose a part of you messing with this stuff if you don't know what you're doing. And sometimes that hurts me when I see them, you know, like on TV and on shows, and I see them doing things and I think, I don't know what you're doing, but if you think you're doing that, you could be just making things worse.
Yeah.
You could just be bringing harm in. You could be.
I was about to say, you know what worries me about these people? They don't know what they're doing, right? What if they're opening something, bringing something in, then they walk away and say, nothing happened, but then something's unleashed in that place or upon the earth, or why are we always seeing dark shadows nowadays? How many people now are into ghost hunting and
You're so right. Absolutely.
We used to not see all these shadows and things in abandoned places, and I know there weren't as many people doing abandoned, but you get what I'm saying.
Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah. What are they bringing in?
Yeah, what are they doing? Thank you, Olmsted, so much.
Bye,
I really
Homestead.
appreciate it. Bye, and have a rest of your day, night. I'm not sure, but take care. But yeah, they don't know what they're doing, and opening a portal, it's just there's enough portals. There really is.
Yeah.
There's enough portals about. Don't be messing opening more because it's the last thing we need. You know. I mean, if you take the governments and stuff, and I don't know if they do or not, but you know, are they messing with things like that? We don't know. We don't know.
And then you get people. This is another thing that I wonder with the missing 411. You get people that decide to go out into the woods or the forests or whatever, and they say, okay, I've just decided to go Wicca or whatever, and so they're going to try something new that they've never done before. What if they're opening a portal? Then they walk away. Oh, yes, well, that was fun, you know. What if they've opened a portal and then someone has walked through that portal? And that's why they're missing.
It happens. It really does happen. And there's other things that happen as well. For example, when people start messing with things like that, I've known people go insane.
Yes.
From being absolutely normal, fine people, nothing wrong with them, just people enjoying the life, to dabbling in the arts, a little bit, doing something stupid, and then losing the plot.
Yep.
You know,
It might seem strange, but that's one of the reasons I won't investigate in my house. I'm fine to say, I think I've got a brownie. I think I've got a guardian angel as well. But I'm not investigating because I don't want to let something in that I don't know about. So
right.
I'm just not going to do it. I'm happy with what's here. I feel positive about it.
That's
So
brilliant.
why go investigating and maybe opening up something I don't want to?
It's exactly that, and I agree. I absolutely agree.
That's why I have never investigated, because people have said, "Oh, why don't you try to talk to the brownie or whatever?" And I've said, "No, I don't want to."
No, and
Just,
I get that.
know. Yeah.
I get that. Yeah,
I don't know enough
really
about it. I just don't know enough about it to try.
Yeah, and then I'm the other way, you see, Gabe, because I've been thrown in deep end from being such a young age that now I can't get out of it. It's I'm conditioned. I'm set in a particular way.
You grew up that way,
right? And it's one of those things. Like it's something. It's not so easy to shake. You know,
Yeah.
not when you've gone through it for so long. It's not easy to shake. Kim says completely agree with you, Gabe. Completely, yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
it's true. Well, guys, it is after midnight and I have things to do. So I have to be, yeah, it's after midnight. Yeah, I have to be closing down my stream now.
Thanks for inviting me in.
Oh,
I
I've loved
really
it.
enjoyed this. This has lifted my spirits so much.
so glad. I'm so glad. If that's what it's done, then
It's
done.
been absolutely fantastic. And I want to say thank you to everyone in chat. You've all been wonderful.
They have. They have. Shandy says some weird stuff sometimes, though. But yeah, it's been really great, guys. Thank you. And thank you for being here, Gay. I've really loved it. It's been awesome.
Oh, it's been great.
Yeah, it has. It's been brilliant, and I've really enjoyed it. But Shandy is doing her premiere, I think, now, if I'm right.
Okay.
Shandy, are you doing your premiere? Yes, you need to connect with Miss Ling. You can come up on your own and you can have the stage to just to yourself, me and you. People want to hear about your paranormal experiences. People love hearing that stuff, you know? You're always going to get people that will judge, but don't worry about that. Don't worry about that at all.
Don't worry. I've got another experience that I'm going to share another time, not now because it's midnight for you, but it was back when I was, I don't know, 18 or something, and I'd forgotten about it. And then I remembered. So another time.
Do you know what, Game? Too funny that sometimes do you not sit there and all of a sudden something comes to your mind and you're like, oh, I remember that now, but you never remembered it before.
Yes, and that happens quite a lot.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me and I've been like, that's interesting.
Yeah,
not yet, still uploading. Well, I'm gonna have to get off because I'm already 9 minutes over my time for doing what I'm meant to be doing.
Okay, bye all.
So I shall see you all later. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thanks, Gabe. Bye.
Bye.